And I think we are live.
Yes, we are. Yeah,
So you've got Mel with Michal Chil.
that's me.
So the people in my channel know who I am more or less. You're welcome to ask me questions, but who is Michal Chil and why are there so many guitars in the background? And why do you
Ah,
insist on speaking in Hebrew?
okay. I do insist on speaking in Hebrew, mainly because it's my native language. I was born in Israel, so my English is from school, so I don't think it's good enough English to actually interview you.
Yeah, but I have a lot of people here who speak English. So start in English, a few words about who you are and
Okay.
why we are here together and why
Why we
among
are here, it's up to you to say. I don't know. You
I
chose
will
me.
say, I will. So a few words about the delightful Michal Chil.
Okay, so, או, וואי, פתאום אני צריכה להגיד על עצמי. אוקיי, אז in English?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so I was born in Israel. I'm 53 and a half years old. I work in HAT, which is an academic institution. I'm the library manager, but librarian is not actually my occupation. I used to be a lawyer. And then I decided I don't want to be a lawyer anymore. So I wanted to deal with the art and culture. And library is it's the closest thing that I found to this. My main interest is in music. I love music and I love to sing. And this is why you see those guitars. One of them is mine, this one, and the other one is my boyfriend's guitar. And we enjoy playing together. I also have a piano here and the drums, as you can see, which I'm a student, but I'm okay. It's been a year since I started studying drums, but with Corona and everything, it's a brutto year. It's not a netto year. I like photography. I enjoy traveling the world, and I'm exhibition organizer or
You're an
curator.
I almost said you're an exhibitionist, but I don't want to get in. I
It's
don't
not.
want to.
It's not. Are you saying exhibition?
No, an exhibitionist is something else. I don't want to get into trouble. We've just been on the air for 3 minutes. But you are a master of exhibitions.
I'm a curator.
Yeah, you
So
curated me.
exhibition is the right word for tarucha, no?
Yes, but not exhibitionist.
Ah, no. Okay.
But this is a
Um,
this is a program for adults, so it's all okay.
okay. Okay, sorry. So that's pretty much it.
But when you
And we're
got the
friends for many years now. So.
yes, when you got the job at HIT, not to confuse with MIT, which is
No,
slightly better
slightly different,
Institute of
yes.
Technology, did you know that you would turn your library into a museum?
That's pretty much why I took the job. Being a librarian was not really my interest. I wanted to make the library like a small cultural place because that's where I come from. And I managed to do it partly, okay, because not everyone understands what I want and why am I doing what I'm doing and what's the connection between the library and the culture and exhibitions and all that. But that's how I saw it. And when I came to the CEO for my first interview, I told him, listen, that's what I intend to do. I intend to take this library and to do it something totally different. And he liked it. So that's, I
So what
guess, that's why he took me.
you had 100,000 books in the library. Did you burn them? What happened to them?
No, no, no. The books are still there. It's still like an academic library, and the students are coming for this. They come to study. They come to see books, less and less, but still, databases, everything that concerns an academic library. But in advance to that, I try to do all kinds of things that will expand their horizons.
Oh, wonderful. So
Yeah.
I was going to ask you whether you think there's going to be a library this concept of a library in 10 or 20 years, but I'm wondering whether there's going to be a concept of a college in 10 or 20 years.
Hmm.
You can comment on either.
Okay. Although I think there'll still be colleges, they will probably be a little different than what we're used to, and also libraries. I don't know if you follow libraries around the world, but you can see that they build new libraries um, in מתחמים of
Complexes.
yes, of cultural places, with cinema, with theater, with restaurants, with everything that concerns culture. The library is a part of it. You can see it also in Israel. If you look at the Mediatek in Holon, you see a museum, you see a cinematheque, you see a restaurant, a theater, and a library, which also brings music to the library and stories, children's stories, uh, talking to different writers and how do you say? Oh my God, forgot the word.
You can say it in Hebrew and I'll translate it.
Um,
That's
this is
why
the
that's why you've got Mel.
yeah, הרצאות,
Lectures.
lectures, and everything is in the library today. The libraries are really trying to change and להתאים את עצמם to this new era and changes.
To
And I
adapt.
think colleges will do the same thing. They'll do the same thing.
But you see, Michal, what we've learned during this pandemic is that many students prefer to study at home. And that says something about our colleges. And it also says something about being able to get a degree without actually going to the campus.
Many do prefer to study at home, but many don't. Well, to begin with, you cannot be a doctor studying, sitting in front of a computer and study. You cannot.
You'd be surprised.
No, I don't think so.
I
I don't
think
think so. You
okay.
still need to come and do to laboratories and experience things. And besides, we are יצורים חברתיים,
We're
okay?
social animals.
Social animal, yes.
Yeah, but
social
that
animals.
doesn't mean we have to be social while studying. There's now a paradigm.
You'll be surprised.
No, but
You'll be
I mean,
surprised.
most of my students have day jobs, and they socialize during their day jobs, and here and there, in between everything.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking, when I studied to be a lawyer, one of the first things that I understood is that I need companionship in order to study together, because it's impossible to pass the exams without your own company, the people that you study with. And if you cannot come, you need to take the lectures from someone else. And this is important. You cannot just be with yourself.
But we're now entering the third year in which studies are going to be hybrid at best. And students are still studying and we're still teaching. And I'm not saying
Let me tell you something.
Good. Michal, I agree with you. But I have a
I don't think that you can call what happened in the last year and a half actual studying. There really, if you ask students from kindergarten to high school to academic, it's not have been real studying. Okay, it's not the same.
I'm still afraid that because it's much cheaper for universities to train this way, that the world is headed in this direction. This is my fear. One other thing about you that I find very endearing is your love for children's books, reciting children's books.
I do. I still read children's books, which is
Yes.
kind of, I'm not retarded, but I do. I do read children's books.
I'm not retarded and I write them.
It's a little different. But I have in my library, I have a big library. You cannot see it here, but I still have children's books, and I buy them because I really enjoy having them here, and sometimes I do enjoy reading them.
As you should. I think it's a wonderful form of literature, and a good children's book talks to the adult as much as it does to the child. At least I think so.
Hmm.
So we have so much in common. We love to talk about everything. We, at least I'm an exhibitionist, and you have exhibitions. Um, we share a love of music, even some of the same kinds of music.
Yes.
You've had an exhibit of my children's books. You've read my children's books aloud, and we'll be
I
sharing.
also hosted you in one of my radio shows.
You hosted me in one of the radio shows to talk about Israeli popular music,
Right.
and we'll continue with that. And we have so many things to talk about, including the future of education. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So
I hope so.
it looks like every Sunday at 4 p.m. Tel Aviv and Holon time, you've got Mel with Michal, speaking sometimes in English, sometimes in Hebrew, and each time we'll try and talk about one subject. Of course, we won't succeed, and we hope that people will join us and ask questions, and it should be, as the folks say here, sababa.
Right.
So, are there any questions that you want to ask?
Well, I think we should now see how it went in YouTube. No, don't you think?
No, because we have to sing a goodbye song.
A goodbye song?
Yes.
What song?
You get to pick the first four bars.
I don't know any goodbye songs. Which one?
Laila, Laila,
This is a goodbye
Harua
song? Okay.
Moshevet.
Oh, please.
I,
Shalom, shalom לכולכם, היה נפלא איתכם, לכן שלום שלום. You know this song?
yes, I think I know it in another language.
No,
Bye,
it's a
bye,
Hebrew.
love. Bye, bye, sweet caress. Hello, emptiness. I think I'm gonna cry. So let's do four. There goes my baby with someone new.
I don't know.
Okay, so this is our first attempt, and it was memorable,
Yeah,
not that memorable, and we are just going to improve with time. So
I hope so.
goodbye to all our hundreds of thousands of guests from all over the world. Shalom, salam. Have a wonderful day, or evening, or morning, and we're going to improve. See you all next Sunday,
Bye
inshallah.
bye.
And this has
Inshallah.
been You've Got Mel with Michal.
Bye bye. Okay, let's see how we were.
No, I think we're still live.
No, so close. Yes.